It's Sunday, November 5th here at the West End Gun Club. It's about 6:15. I wasn't really going to show up to the range this weekend. However, yesterday was the end of daylight savings, so we rolled an hour back, and so I figured I'd be waking up early anyway. So I said, you know what, why not? I'm going to wake up early, and I did, just do some stuff in the car, and decided to come to the range to do a little bit of practice. Not going to do much shooting today. Only brought one rifle, brought my 308, and we're just going to get some reps in. And I kind of just want to get some practice in simply because I still intend on shooting some centerfire matches in January, February, and March, hopefully. So we'll just get some practice so I'm ready for that. Anyway, I've already set up some steel targets, if you can see behind me. This is roughly 307, 305, I don't know, 300 something yards, but let's go ahead and get down to the firing line and we'll start shooting. I shot a 5-round string just to verify the zero on paper at 100 yards, and I wanted to show off the SDs here. It's only a 5-round aggregate, which isn't much, but 27-21 cold bore, 27-19 second shot, then 27-14 3 times in a row, which gives us 27-16 average and a 3.3 SD, which is pretty good, given it's only a 5-shot aggregate. But I think it's impressive nonetheless because I didn't really design this as an accuracy load. I'm using AR comp here with a 175 SMK, 175 Sear Match King because I'm out of burgers. I usually shoot burgers, but I have a bunch of Sear Match Kings and I'm out of burgers, so I'm shooting those. But 41 grades of AR comp is kind of like, I bought AR comp back in like 2012, 2013, whenever we had that really bad shortage. I'm not talking about the COVID shortage, but there was that shortage after there was an incident nationally that resulted in panic buying, etc. And so I couldn't get Varget for 308, and I said, you know what, let me just get some AR comp because you can get that relatively easily. So I'm trying AR comp, and I never really went back to it because I was able to get a lot of Varget again. So I've got like 2 jugs of AR comp, and so right now I just delegate it to practice ammo because I never really tested it. However, it seems like we're getting some pretty good results. I don't know how good the temperature sensitivity is of AR comp, but not bad for 3.3 SDs with something I just threw together. And we're shooting a 27-16 average with a 175, which is kind of fast, but we do have a 26-inch barrel. But again, just summarize: 175 SMKs, 41.0 grains of AR comp, CCR BR2, and some Lapo brass. Anyway, kind of the primary reason why I wanted to even come out to the range to shoot center fire is because I wanted to try out a new piece of kit that I bought a couple months ago and I haven't had a chance to mess with it. Is this is a SKYE-POD. This is actually the Triple Pull. So you got 3 extensions, so that's they call it the Triple Pull. Had this for a while, and I figured I was going to use it before anything else that required higher or taller legs, and I wasn't going to use a tripod. What are those situations? Very rare. Just messing around with it at home, I want to say it's a very niche product. So before you start looking it up and Googling it, finding out the price is $1,000 and wondering, hey, why would you buy that? Again, it's very niche. I honestly wouldn't recommend it for pretty much most people. And I honestly wouldn't recommend the single pull SKYE-POD. I would actually recommend the double pull. If you're going to buy a SKYE-POD, I probably would get the double pull. Knowing what I know now, I would have went with a double pull. Simply because I think it's the most versatile of the 3 rather, and it provides you quite a bit of elevation on your gun if you need it, and while still functioning more like a traditional bipod. Because if you can see, if I have this bipod at its lowest level, it's going to look very awkward because it's going to have a wide base. And you can see that there because it's going to have a wide base, and get low like a normal bipod would. But if you get to the second section, then it just gets kind of tall with a normal base, I guess, but it's really tall. So this is not going to be an all-purpose bipod in my opinion, for just range use and whatnot. I think this is, again, it's very niche. It's going to be more for field use, especially for hunters who want to be able to do something like have shooting sticks. That's what you could do here. Because if you're going to have shooting sticks, then you can operate like that. Granted, it's not tall as shooting sticks, because shooting sticks you tend to get taller, but then this gets you a nice tall, high kneeling position if you need one, and it's not the same weight as a tripod. I don't know, it's weird use cases for various things, again, but I bought it because I thought I might want to try it out, and especially since I'm trying to start shooting some field matches, this would have some use. Anyway, let's mess with it and see how it feels. Before we start using the CKYE-POD Triple Pull, I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that my 305 yard zero is okay. It's roughly 305. I'm going to shoot on the big target. But okay. A little wobbly though. Back off the magnification here. And man, need some knee pads or something. This is hard ground. Oh, what the hell? How'd I miss that? Wobbly this morning on tripod. Whew. The way I see it, you got a couple ways to use the CKYE-POD Triple Pull. One, you can do it just sort of as a kind of like a taller bipod in some regards, so that you can get into a sitting position if you do, especially at a low angle, or sorry, an angled shot. It'd be really good for that. You can try to do it off of a sitting position, which is what I'm going to play around with right now. However, the question is, in certain situations, would you just shoot like this? Or would you also incorporate your tripod if you have that available? And I figure you might as well just try it with your tripod. But if you have that available for you, and depending on the match is going to be, likely you will. So I'm going to go ahead and try that out. I don't think it makes sense to try it with, or shoot like that without, I would rather shoot with a tripod if I was not going to have rear support. It's just going to be a little more stable. But with this, you can see that there's a lot of flex in that. This is kind of what I want to see how it is, because it's questionable how well this is going to function in terms of the recoil impulse or whatnot. But I need to get this tripod taller, because I need to widen out the base. Anyway, let's see how this goes. Shots are going all right. Let's try the small one. Try not to fight my tripod here. There it is. Little high. Well, quite a bit high actually. Might be off target. That's what. There's a little bit of wind out there, so, but 305 yards is enough to blow me off. Seems pretty stable, I want to say that. At least with the tripod rear support, the recoil impulse, it does come back, straight back. Feels all right. Let's try the kneeling, a high kneeling, because that's probably, if we're going to use this, it may end up being in a situation where I need to get really tall and without rear support. So let's see what this feels like. I think my only complaint about my testing of this is the fact that we're shooting at such a high angle. I'm gonna go ahead and just shoot at my 100-yard target. I got 2 rounds. It's at a more of a level angle. I think it's gonna give me a better indication of how this feels from a recoil management standpoint. Don't know why that rounded. That sear didn't go off. Let's try that one again. Not bad. Whew. That hurts to kneel down on this gravel, these rocks. Some weird instance here. For some reason, the sear didn't cock when I popped in a new round. I closed the bolt and the Sear, it didn't cock the firing pin. I think that happened twice this range session. I think I missed that to the right for some reason. Let's shoot at the big target. Here, there you go. My Sear's not, my firing pin didn't cock. That's weird. I have to look into that. Don't know why it happened 3 times. All packed up, about to get out of here. I don't know, if you're seeing this message, this range vlog is fine, but there's some weird levels of my audio on the camera, and I'm not entirely sure if it's picking up cleanly. In any case, only fired off 30 rounds this morning. Wasn't planning on shooting much, but I wanted to get some time behind that CKYE-POD Triple Pull, or with the CKYE-POD Triple Pull. Again, it's a very niche product. It allows you to get very tall on your bipod, to get over certain obstructions if you need to, where you can't shoot prone, etc. However, if you're only going to shoot one support only, whether it's a bipod or tripod, I would recommend just shooting tripod over the CKYE-POD Triple Pull, simply because if you're not going to have rear support, it does move back and forth, and it's very difficult to use. You wouldn't want to at least have like a pump pillow or something to cushion it against your body, so you have like rear support of some sort, because the leg sections are so thin at the top that it flexes quite a bit. So definitely want to have something for rear support if you're going to use the CKYE-POD Triple Pull. If you're going to only have one support item, then I would go with the tripod if you're going to get off the ground. But if you're on the ground, obviously bipod, it's going to be fine if you're shooting prone. It's a niche product. I don't know if I would recommend it for people. Again, it's just going to be used for certain situations. It's a lot of money to spend for certain situations, but it's just another piece of gear to have in the kit. In any case, it's only 8:07. Been out here for only a couple hours, but I didn't want to be out here very long. But I'm going to do some other stuff today, non-gun related. So anyway, that's it for today, November 5th, Sunday here at the West End Gun Club. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vlog.